there, D1 team. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments or send me a message through your parents. They have my email. But I want to know how you guys are doing. Oh, I forgot to look over here. I really want to know how you're doing. I want to know how you're spending your time. Things that you want to share with me. You know, it's hard to not hear from you guys because I'm used to seeing you all the time. So let me know, okay? Let me start the timer because otherwise I'm going to be talking about all kinds of different things, and I usually do that in the class, which is fine, but it's not the same now. Okay. So our word of the week this week is resilience. And resilience is a word that has multiple meanings, but there's one meaning that I really want to focus on this week, okay? So I wrote a couple of definitions down, and this is the first one. An ability to recover or come back from or adjust easily to disappointment, problems, or change, okay? So keep those words in your mind: disappointment, change, or problems. Definition number 2, being able to recover again or come back from difficult life events. And that's going to be a key phrase because I want us thinking about that as we connect it to what we're kind of going through right now with this whole change and this difficulty of not being able to be at our school, right? And so that's the connection here. Some synonyms for you guys are strength and adaptability. Now, we've talked about adaptability in the last unit where we were talking about how living things like animals adapt to change, right? So that's interesting that that's one of the synonyms for resilience. And also strength. And here's a quote from Dr. Tony Alessandra, whoever he is. It says, resilience is a measure of how much you want something and how much you are willing and able to overcome obstacles to get it. It has to do with your emotional strength. And that's interesting. And I want to stop right there because sometimes we think about strength as physical, right? But it's not always physical. Resilience, being able to be resilient, has a lot to do with your emotional strength. And that's where the brain comes in. Because your brain, your mind, this is where your emotions are being really controlled, right? We've talked about how we control our emotions. We don't allow our emotions to control us. So resiliency is able to think about problems, difficulties, changes as in a way, I should say, more in a way of overcoming them and not letting the changes, the problems overcome us, right? And so let's connect it to people we've talked about before. We've talked about Dr. Seuss and Dr. King and how they've experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of problems, but they didn't allow the problems to overcome us or overcome them, right? They didn't give up. And this is where they showed resilience. And this is where we can now show resilience during this difficult time, right? We can decide to see these difficulties as something that we can learn from, we can grow from. If you're at home and you're disappointed because you're not able to go to school, like me, how is it that we can look at this challenge, as this problem, as something that we can grow from, right? We're learning new things at home. We're learning how to do things differently. So there are ways of looking at these challenges in a way that will give us or grow us in resilience. And that's what I want us thinking about this week. Resilience means that you are able to overcome challenges to still succeed. And so this is why this word is important to me this week and why I hope it's important to you also, okay? Work of the week shout out goes to Patricia because she was working on her place value earlier in the year, and she showed me this, and I thought it was so awesome that I put it up in the classroom, but I brought it here to show, and she was very proud. 2 more minutes, 7 more minutes, just kidding. And she was really proud to show her work, so showing resilience, right? Being able to get things done. So also, we're going to have a quick write, and I want you to send in your answers. Your parents can send them to my email, or you can put them in the comments. And this is what it's going to be for this week. when I'm faced with a problem, I finish that sentence. Add a couple more sentences. Tell me how is it that how you deal with problems when you have to face them, and connect it to the word resilience. Okay, the winner of that writing is gonna receive these beautiful multi what are they? Lead pencils. Okay, and I will get them to you. Don't worry, I will write your name and they will be yours. Anything else? Oh yes, a joke. How much time do I have? A minute. Okay. This is a fantastic joke during this time. And it says this, okay? And I got our joke right. Why did the computer crash? It had a bad driver. No? Okay. All right, you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please send in your writing. Your parents can send it to my email, or again, you can add it to the comments. Either way, I want to know how you are, how you face problems, right? What was it? It was when I'm faced with problems, so connect it to the word resilience and tell me, how is it that you face problems? How is it that you still overcome them when things get difficult, right? So thank you so much for coming to the site and watching the video. I miss you guys so much, but I know that you are being leaders out there in your homes. So continue to grow and learn and grow. And I'll see you next week. Bye.